The governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, says the issue of new 100 and 200 Ghana Cedi notes, as well as the 2 Cedi coins, is because of increases in prices of goods and services and the currency's drop in value against the dollar, as well as other major currencies. Dr. Addison says the new notes will also help the country save money in printing. The central bank announced a short while ago that it has issued new 100 and 200 Cedi notes and 2 Cedi coins. Head of issue at the bank, Dominic Owusu, has been explaining further to JoyNews.
Bank of Ghana is doing a lot of work in electronic payment systems and also digitization of currency. However, we should not forget about the fact that we have a lot of the population who is cash-based. So those facts are there, and that area has to be tackled. It means that we have to make cash transaction more efficient and also reduce the cost of cash transactions. And to do that, we have to reduce the deadweight burden associated with cash transaction. If you're doing high-value transaction, the volume of cash that you would want to use to do that transaction should be optimized. That is the rationale behind this introduction.
Dominic Owusu has been taking us through the unique features of the new notes and coins.
I mean, this is the 100 Ghana Cedi note I'm holding. And normally, the note must belong to a family. So there should be consistency in the thematic appeal, the design, aesthetics of the notes. That is why on these notes, we still maintain the general family picture. So here we have the image of the Big Six, as we see the Independence Arch, and then the watermark, which is in the shape of Tetekwashi and the cocoa pod. But then what is prominent and technologically advanced on this note is what we call the surface stripe. And I want to point to the surface stripe. The surface stripe is the feature I'm covering or I'm pointing to. This feature is a 3-dimensional feature and is the first introduction of this sort in the world. We have the feature we call, still the modern feature we call the surface stripe. Now on this note, we have the declared symbol oligod, which is the ball on the note. So when you look at the note, you see this ball as if it's 3D, as if you can pick it, but you cannot pick it. Now behind the ball, underneath it, you see the declared symbol oligod all across. In the middle of the same feature, you see the state sword. And when you tilt the note, the star on the state sword begins to expand and contract. So look at it. I hope you can see it. The star expands and contracts. Also on the left lower corner of the note, we see an enlarged Jinyame symbol, which is here. When I tilt the note, you see a gold bar moving up and down the banknote. These movements are very, very necessary for authentication.